Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. As you may have guessed from my title, I am an instructor at a college, so I do have long breaks during my summer, hence the name EnglishProfStyle, not the summer thing, but my name. And when I have these long breaks, I travel to visit family in another area of the country, and I have a summer position that I've had for several years that's very low-key and fun and just kind of is a great way to distress after the school year. That being said, I pack up and I move for about 2 months to this other area, and I always pack quite a bit. So I thought I would share this year what I packed for a 2-month trip for work. Now, granted that this is a retail job that I work, so I do have a little bit more fun with makeup than if I was going to be working at the university. First thing I'm going to do this video, I'm probably going to break it into parts. This video is just going to be what eye makeup that I brought. And we're going to start with Super Shock shadows that I brought to try to use up. So I brought the shades Sequin and Birthday Cake. And they're probably, it's really bright, I'm sorry. But there is a skylight, unfortunately, right above me. So I brought those two, and then I also brought from the My Little Pony collection, Cherry's Jubilee, and then Party of Five. Now, Birthday Cake and Party of Five were both like a special limited edition gift with purchase. I've used these maybe twice in this 2 months, so these were not a very great thing to bring. Then I also brought the liquid eyeshadows that I have that I don't seem to have an issue with. Some of them I do. I have from Wander Beauty, this one that came in my Try Beauty box. As you can tell, it's been sitting for a while because it's been sitting like this because it's all settled inside of there. But this is Dove Gray. Then I have a set of 3 from Cover FX. These are all small ones that I purchased. So Celestial, Moonstone, and Soleil. I've used them a couple times. Like maybe 3 times I've used liquid eyeshadow over the course of the summer. And then this one came in my BoxyCharm. This is Amethyst. It's a purple shade. That's the other one that I brought. Then I brought a whole bunch of eyeliners because I was like, I'm going to use some colored eyeliner. Start using things up. I used eyeliner once. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've only used eyeliner once. I brought all fun colors, but I didn't bother using them. So I brought these 3 from Cargo. This is the Boogie Nights collection. I brought Aqua, Purple, and Silver. Then from Duche, I brought this one, which is just the shade Blue. From Beauty for Real, this is an eyeline in Platinum Blonde. It was like a silvery color. This is the one I think I used. This is still a Smudge Stick waterproof eyeliner, and this was in the shade Mint Julep. I also brought this shade, which is turquoise, so a little darker. Brought 2 of the Marc Jacobs gel highliners. I brought, oh my goodness, Navy and Introvert, so like that minty color and then a navy color. My sketch marker from Too Faced and Peach. I think that's the shade name, Papaya Peach. From Sephora, this purple eyeliner in Prune Aubergine. Didn't use that. A black eyeliner from Ico. And from Jaunt Blue, an electric blue eyeliner. Did not use almost any of those. Let's move on to palettes, which I had a little bit more success with. I brought 2 of my Storybook Cosmetics palettes. I brought the Burn Book from Mean Girls and then Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I've used the Burn Book a couple times this summer. It does have a lot of fun colors in it, but I didn't use it really as much as I was hoping I would. I found it harder to kind of do a cohesive look with it. I don't know. I used this one a couple times too. This one I am going to leave here because I do have 2 of it because this was the damaged one I have. As you can see, Wonka Bar is gone, the brown, dark brown shade. So I'm going to leave this one here so that I don't have to bring quite as much. This is the one I'm wearing today, and I don't think I've used it before. This is the My Little Pony palette from ColourPop. I really like it. I don't know why. I just never reached for it, but it's really cute. I used this one a few times this summer. This is the Too Faced Lights of Festival palette. You probably are getting a real sense of the eyeshadows I was drawn to this summer. This one I've used a couple times. It is not my favorite. I find it difficult to work with. It is the Tarte High Tides and Good Vibes. And it's just the way that the colors are. Like, these are like a weird, they're not a matte formula, but they're not really a shimmer. I just find it harder to work with those. And then, like, I like the pinks and stuff, but I try not to just do the pink shades. And I haven't used the glitters very much at all. So that was not the best one to bring. This one I've used quite a bit. This is the Flamingo palette from Violet Voss. I really like this palette. It has a lot of fun colors. You can do a real variety of looks, and I really like the Violet Voss formula as well. So that one I reached for quite a bit. Then I brought a more neutral palette, the Desert Dusk by Huda Beauty. I love Huda's formula, so I wanted to bring some of her stuff. This one's a little darker, so I've used that one a little bit, but then if I was doing a lot of bright lips, I reached for this one. I should show it to you first. This is the new Nudes palette from Huda Beauty. I love this palette. This is one of my favorite palettes. I used it so much this summer. I used this one a couple times. I decided to bring it with me. It's the Moods palette from Laura Sanchez. It came in my Ipsy. It has some nice colors, and you can do some cool looks with it. I kind of like to stick with these ones, I feel, instead of branch out into these ones. I find it hard to like make a look with it, with the colors, if I'm trying to use some of the brighter ones. Then one I've used quite a bit, not just for the shades that are at the bottom, but just the whole palette itself, is the Tropics palette from Natasha Denona. I know this one was not super popular, but I really liked it because it does have that 2 rows of neutrals, and these are shimmers here, so I used those quite a bit, and I really love, this is one of my favorite. This will stain, like my brushes are stained, and my It Cosmetics brush is actually stained from the High Tides palette too. So like if you're gonna use the blues in either of those palettes, use your finger, don't use a brush, because it's just going to damage your brush and it's going to leave a permanent stain. But I use this one a lot. I really love this palette, and I'm glad that I got it when it was on sale, because $129 is more than I'm willing to spend, but when it was like $75, that's when I got it. I have not used this one once, which makes me really sad. This is the Alice Through the Looking Glass from Urban Decay. I thought I would use this a lot more because it is such a cool mix of colors, and you have like so much, so you can do stuff that's really fun, but also more neutral looks. But summer is not quite over. I still have a little bit of time before I leave, but yeah, I haven't used it. This is one that I just consistently reach for. It's the Too Faced Tickled Peach palette. It's just such a great small palette, really fast, easy to use. It smells amazing. That's part of the reason why I love it too. So I use that one a lot. I've used this one a lot. This is one of my favorite neutral palettes. This is the Nubian by Juvia's Place. And it's just, this was in the Allure beauty box in December, I think. Just 6 colors, but they last. This color is gorgeous. I use this one. That's going to be the one I hit pan on, I'm pretty sure. But the other ones are nice as well, but just not quite as pretty as that one. This is kind of another go-to neutral palette when I'm doing like a brighter lip, so that I'm not overwhelming. It smells so good. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I really do like this one. This gold is like crazy, and so is this one, but this shimmer right here is the one that I use a lot. I have not used this one, I don't think, once this summer. This is the Mar palette from ColourPop. That's what it looks like. I forgot that I brought it, to be honest. It kind of got stuck in a makeup holder, as along with this palette, the Soda Pop palette from Maybelline, which is actually a pretty decent palette. I just kind of forgot that it was there because it was in with my blushes and stuff, and I just didn't reach for it. And again, same thing with the Ooh La La palette from ColourPop. I kind of regretting I didn't use this one more, but I think in the next week I'm going to pull this one out and use it. This one I have used quite a bit. This is the Huda Coral Obsessions palette. I think this one's been discontinued, which just breaks my heart because, oh my gosh, this palette is so beautiful and I love the shimmers. There's 2 shimmers. I love them. I love the mix of colors. Like, it's so good. I really, one of my favorite palettes. Then we have my Lime Crime palettes. I've used these both quite a bit, Venus 1 and Venus 3. Venus 2 didn't feel like very summery to me, but this mix of colors, this is a really great, like, I like a warm neutral eye, so I'd use that one a lot. And then this one, I really like the shimmer in it, these are weird shimmers. They're not your typical shimmers, but I really do like them. This color palette, oh, so pretty. This is like my favorite colors. Use this one quite a bit too. This is the Cute AF, or no, that's not what it's the Yes Please palette. You could probably tell that this is similar to the Huda palette in the color scheme. I really like that color scheme a lot. Then we have the Poolside palette from IBY Beauty. I used this like once because I forgot that I didn't forget that I had it, but I ordered some singles from Ipsy and I was like, wait, I already have those there in this palette. So I made myself use it once, but I should try to use it some more before the summer is over. All right, last few palettes. I brought the Clover palette from Too Faced. I love this one as well. Just those bright pops over on the side, and then you have just a lot of neutrals, so you can really do a cohesive full look. I feel like the colors all match together well. Then we brought the Norvina. I brought the Norvina. I don't know why I said we. By Anastasia. I wore this one a few times. I like this one. I love the pinks, like pinks and purples. That's why I like this one. But I kind of stick to certain parts of it. I don't go so dark with it. I have not really used this one. This is probably one of my regret palettes. This is a Riviera by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I like it. Like, it's beautiful. It just doesn't get used because it's so bright. And I have a hard time coming up with a look. Like, I look at it and I'm like, it's a little too overwhelming. I don't know what to do with it. And then I end up doing something super simple. I'm like, why did I do that? And then the last palette is one of my prized possessions. This is the Pat McGrath La Vie en Rose palette. I've used this quite a bit this summer and it's so pretty. I'll take off the little sheet. So it does have 6 colors in it. I haven't really used the pink one, but I do like to use this as like a highlight, and then this all over, like it kind of covers the lid. Do this in the crease and then kind of darken it up with one of the 2 other purples. I think this is a beautiful palette. I really, really enjoy that. So this is part 1 of my what I packed. I went a little overboard. I can't remember how many palettes I brought. I'll count them up and put a total right here. But I was trying, it took me quite a bit of time to condense down to these palettes. I will be filming my lips and then also like my face products, like my cheek products and blush highlighters. I'm not going to do foundations or mascaras just because those I just kind of threw in a bag and I didn't think about it. It was just a variety of things just in case with backups. But I will do my lips and my cheeks. So let me know down below what you thought of this, if there were things that you would have brought that I didn't bring, or things that you think I should have left home based on your own taste, not necessarily what I told you I used or I didn't use. I hope you are all having a fantastic day. I can't wait to read your comments down below, and I can't wait to talk to you next time. Bye.